a lot of agencies, or at least I would say a handful of agencies, they're looking kind of like at the hype of you on this social media platform, and it's just like, it doesn't really resonate to like who you are.
Friends and frenemies, welcome back to the Hub on LATV. Now, for a very special segment, today we have the one and only Britney Columbo, who is multi-classified. She doesn't know, she's an artist, model, actor, talented woman who's here to talk.
Yes, nothing can define you.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you are you.
And we can talk about that too, how we're all undefined. But let's just start off by, what do you do? I mean, how would you kind of put things into a package?
Well, I guess I'm a jack of all trades, but really like, I guess my 9 to 5 is that I model, and I do print and commercials. Sometimes I do runway, just depending on who wants me out there. Just saying.
Wow.
You're like, I'm plugging for all of you brands.
Hello.
Yeah, check.
Yeah.
But
yeah, literal check.
Yeah. Besides that, spare time, I actually really, I paint. I've been like working on a brand for myself. It's kind of like my own baby. So
what is it?
It's going to be a swim brand, but there's a little catch to it. I'm not gonna put it out there just yet.
The people can't know, but just so you know.
Just so you know,
it was previewed here first. All right.
I'm cooking up some stuff.
We got the exclusive.
Nice. Yes, it's
I
gonna
love
be nice.
it.
Yeah.
How does it feel to be paid to be really hot?
I'm fortunate. I really am happy that people like this face of mine, I guess.
Yeah.
And
what's not to like? I mean, hello.
Well, you kind of have like a, I mean, you can't tell on the screen, but you do have just like a radiant glow about you, you know, like good.
Are you sure it's not the makeup?
Are you
energy.
falling in love?
Yeah, well, Natasha, please, she's always outing me. Like, we gotta do the whole interview still.
Okay, sorry.
I'm just gonna tell her after. But no, it just, you know, it's like, I know some models anyway. No, but I do. I have friends who model, and they have varied opinions about it, you know? So like, is it ever weird for you that it's like you're getting paid for the way you look, or is that pressure?
It's a little bit of pressure, especially in the industry, because you have so much like just kind of like diluted in it. So really it's just like making sure that you stand out, because there's millions of models who are beautiful and gorgeous, but you know, you want to be that one to really stand out and show and impress people that like, hey, I want her on this.
And I have to say, like, I was stalking you a little bit on Instagram, and like, I feel like you have such a good, like, positive message that you post about. You're obviously beautiful inside and out, but how do you feel that Instagram or social media has changed the modeling industry?
It has changed it drastically, to the point where I feel that like girls, and I mean, I've seen a lot of girls who model, and I mean, their resume is amazing. That's what I look at, is your resume and what you have done, not just at a number, which that has really changed the modeling world. Is that like a lot of agencies, or at least I would say a handful of agencies, they're looking kind of like at the hype of you on this social media platform, and it's just like, it doesn't really resonate to like who you are, because you can have those numbers, but then just be, sorry to say, a shitty person.
Yeah.
But like, for real, like you could be like
That's
a crappy
real.
person, and then it's just like, oh, we're gonna just work with her. Like they push to work with her just for her numbers, when you can have like, there's some models I know who don't even have those type of numbers, but their portfolio, their resume just shines.
Yeah.
And they're just like, they give you goosebumps when you see them really start working that camera, and you're like, oh my God, I'm shocked. Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm shocked. Yeah.
But that's how it should be.
It
Like,
should be like that.
it should be. That's how real art happens. It's
Exactly.
like when people started doing art thousands of years ago, and even up to like 10 years ago, before social media, it was all based on that. Like, oh, there's value in this art because I have a certain feeling about it.
Yeah.
Now you can just be whoever you want to be on social media, and like you said, you just like are a dick. But
Yeah,
but like
exactly.
you can come off as this angelic like halo person
Yeah.
who's like, oh wow, like blue eyes, beautiful.
Yeah.
But then in person, like you can't get near them. So
And
I think it's frustrating.
I hate when like really cool opportunities happen for people like that, because you're just like, no, there's so many good, talented people out there. give them a chance.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I can see how that can be frustrating.
Does that happen to you, Natasha? Did we hit a nerve?
No.
It's okay. We'll talk about this.
I told you I need therapy.
Yeah, during wardrobe, we'll talk about it.
Okay, great. Now, another thing that I noticed was you're competing for the cover of Maxim.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Wait, what's Maxim? No.
I was like, excuse me.
It's well, if you just are gonna play that role, we're gonna play it too. Now, that is a beautiful magazine with very gorgeous women, as always, in swimsuits and stuff.
I've seen them.
Yeah, hot mamas. Hot mamas.
A couple.
Yeah.
I saw a couple.
And
Quite a few issues.
It was really cool because like I got an email saying like, hey, we would like you to actually, like register and get into this. And
So they like sought you out.
yeah.
A little old me.
What?
Yeah, like I kind of was like a little bit shook off of that because I could not believe that like, I mean, come on, there's millions of girls, and I just was really fortunate for them to like even be like, hey, just like, try it out, put out your stuff, put in your motto and stuff, and I was just like, or motto, sorry, I'm all with Jake with the motto. Yeah, but it's just, I went for it, and then I like kind of posted it on Instagram, which I felt kind of silly, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give it a real shot, let's do it.
Obviously, it was a dream for any model, but
Yeah.
what is like your biggest dream in the modeling world to achieve?
My biggest dream is that I really want to do like runway. I know I'm short. I'm 5'7". I'm not gonna lie, but I swear I got a strut what has any girl's catwalk to shame. So,
Yes, honey.
She got it.
I have no problem.
You better
telling what it
recognize.
is. Yeah, I just want to have that opportunity to walk a real show, and I want to walk like not knocking anybody else's show I've ever walked, because I've walked Joy Rich's show and I love them. They're so badass, and I just really want to walk like a Chanel show, or I want to do Christian Dior, or I want to do Dolce & Gabbana, and really show that like it does not matter your height, it does not matter your body. I'm really sick and tired of them trying to come for these models. Like, if you're a model, you're a model. Your size does not define you. Like, that doesn't do anything. When you see her face, you know who she is.
I love it.
You heard it here, all right?
I am so inspired.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, no,
Britney
everything
Columbo.
you just said, amazing.
Thank you.
Brittany, thank you so much for joining us. It was such a pleasure. We're gonna have to invite you back to show us
Yeah,
that strut of yours.
I got more questions.
Because
We
I
gotta
need
do
some
a full
tips.
catwalk.